Hey guys, we have MLB and NBA Playoff play-in basketball on the way today, and we have a special guest to share his best baseball play of the day. Tommy Twinkle Toes Talty. And I'm probably the only one that calls him Twinkle Toes, but I'm hoping we can start something in the comment section down below, maybe keep this going, you know? Let's play some money ball.
Wide open for three. Bam.
Welcome back and thanks for tuning in. I'm Sports Dave, one of the ambassadors to the BettorOff community. BettorOff is an app that lets you document your sports bets against a long list of sportsbooks so that you can always get the best numbers. I stay actively searching for the best odds round the clock so that I can share my best bets on this channel with you. If you want to watch them before the games actually start, make sure you subscribe and tap the bell, especially since these videos are time sensitive. Anyways, we are running a very tight schedule today because the first baseball game starts very early. But it's my pleasure to introduce to you Tommy Talty, who will share his best bet for the Mets and Phillies game. But before we do that, please show your support for the channel by mashing on that like button.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got an afternoon showdown with a couple of slingers going heads up against each other when Max Scherzer takes the mound on Wednesday against Aaron Nola and the Phillies. Phils are currently favored at -125 with the over-under set at 9.5 runs. It's looking like a hot one in Philly on Wednesday though, with daytime temps getting into the 80s, so I expect the arms to be loose, the hitters to be free swinging, and the energy to be high as these teams battle for the final game in their 3-game series. Scherzer is coming off a solid debut with the Mets where he struck out 6 through 6, giving up 3 earned runs and 1 walk. Nola, not to be outdone in his season debut, put up 7 Ks through 6 on 4 hits and no walks. These guys are always on target, having both averaged less than 2 walks per 9 innings in 2021 and clearly picking up right where they left off. It's still early in the season though, and I noticed a couple of fastballs get left up in the zone for both these pitchers in their last start. The abbreviated preseason means we'll probably still see a few uncharacteristic pitching mistakes from both these guys, and won't see them go too deep into the game. Both lineups have the ability to not only scrape together runs, but knock the ball out of the ballpark. Give me the over 9.5 at -105. I expect these guys to take advantage of a few pitching mistakes early on that pave the way for the over to hit later in the game.
Thank you, Tommy, and now on to the NBA. It's going to be do or die time in Atlanta as the Hornets square off against the Hawks. Atlanta opened as a 4.5-point favorite, and it appears to be holding steady with that number with WinBet. The total opened at 239.5, but is now down to 236. Expect numbers to continue to adjust as we get closer to tip-off. These teams have met 4 times this season, and they split the season series 2-2. They have plenty of similarities. They're both young teams that like to get up and down the floor, and they're both allergic to playing defense at times. However, the Hornets have not made the playoffs in 5 years. In fact, the last time they were in the playoffs, their dynamic point guard LaMelo Ball didn't even have a driver's license yet. Now he's going to have to lead the way against a Hawks team that had some very high expectations to start this season. Last season, the Hawks made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. They brought back all the star players from a year ago, and so it would stand to reason that they should be contenders this year. But things didn't go exactly according to plan. They had to rally down the stretch and win 8 of their last 10 just to be here. That said, this is a Hawks team that's battle tested. They've had to play with the pressure of their season being on the line for the last few weeks now. Give me Atlanta laying the points at -4.5. I locked in my pick with WinBet. The Spurs are going to be in the Big Easy to take on the Pelicans. New Orleans opened as a 5.5-point favorite, and the total started at 230.5 and is now at 226 with DraftKings. I feel like that opening total line was bait, so I'm a little wary. Look, both of these teams look like they're going to be lambs to the slaughter for whoever they play next. But as far as this game is concerned, this matchup looks pretty even. Aside from home court advantage for the Pelicans, neither seems to have a glaring advantage. And they've met up 4 times this season, so they know each other pretty well. Which is why I'm kind of scratching my head a bit about this game as to why this spread is 5.5. The Spurs won 3 of 4 games this season, and I would rate this game more of a coin toss. If you want to give the Pelicans a 3-point advantage for being at home, I can understand that. But 5.5 seems like it's too many, so I'll take all 5.5 points from WinBet. Staying ahead of line movement and getting the best numbers is crucial to long-term profits when it comes to sports betting, which is why BettorOff can help you make the most of your best bets. Download the app free. I'll be sharing my picks throughout the NBA playoffs and this baseball season as well. If you'd like to catch more videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel and tap the bell. Until next time, best of luck banging on the books.